In this video, we'll look at the perimeter and area of composite figures. Here's our first example. This shape is definitely a polygon, but it's been broken up into three pieces. We can label these pieces as piece 1, 2, and 3, and we can make a chart to keep track of the area of each figure. And the first shape is a triangle, the second shape is a rectangle, and then we have a parallelogram. We know the area formulas to these figures, so we can write those down. Let's look at the triangle. We can see that the height is 7, but to find the base, we have to observe the diagram. If this is 9, then the base of the triangle is also 9. Now I have the information I need to find the area of the triangle. It's half of 63, or 31.5 square units. Let's move on to our rectangle. Formula is very simple. It's just length times width. So I have 3 times 9, which is 27 square units. And the parallelogram, the formula is base times height. I have the base. I don't have the height right away, but if I observe my diagram, if this is 7 and that's 3, that makes 10. And 16 minus 10 is 6. So I'm going to multiply 9 times 6 for my parallelogram area. That's 54 square units. The total area, I add the three pieces together, and I get 115.5 square units for the area of this composite figure. So once again, what did we do? We made a chart to keep track of the three different pieces that were involved in this shape. I found the area of each piece and I added them together. All right, let's look at our next example. This shape didn't come to me already divided up, so I have my choice of how I want to divide this shape up. I could draw 2 vertical lines and break this shape up into 3 pieces, or I could draw just one line and break it up into 2 pieces. So this is the way I'm going to proceed. This is my rectangle, and then I'll have a trapezoid. Here's my chart. The area of a rectangle, the formula is simple, length times width, so I have 5 times 10, or 50. Easy enough. Trapezoid is more challenging. The formula is half of the height times the sum of the bases. The bases are the 2 parallel sides, and the height is the distance between the bases. So let's look at the height first. Well, if the height of this tall rectangle is 10, I can do 10 minus 6 to get 4 for the height of my trapezoid. Now my first base is 7. That's written right on the diagram. But the longer base of the trapezoid is going to be 15 minus this 5, or 10 inches. I now can substitute my numbers into my formula. Half of 4 times 7 plus 10. Half of 4 is 2. 2 times 17 is 34 square inches. The area of this composite figure can be found by adding these 2 pieces together. I get 84 square inches. Now this problem also asked me for the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter is just a matter of adding up all of the side lengths. So every side is given a length except for one, but I can see that it has congruency markings with the 5 inches, so this is also 5 inches. I like to have a systematic way of finding perimeter. I start at the top and I work my way around clockwise. So I'm going to add up these dimensions, and I get 48 inches for the perimeter of my figure. Okay, we have one last example, and I want to show you a different technique for finding the area of this shape. But first, let's start with perimeter. Let's label all of our sides. Notice I did 9 plus 4 there to get 13. If the right side is 6, the left side is 6. And 4 plus 4 gives me 8. For my perimeter, let's start at 9 up at the top and work our way around. And we get a perimeter of 62 units. All right, now the area. Let's break up the shape this way. We'll color this whole thing in, and that's easy. That's the area of a rectangle, not a problem. The other shape, I could divide it into 2 separate rectangles and add, but I want to show you a different technique. Close it off as if this thing were a whole rectangle, but then subtract off this piece, which is a square. So let's find the area of these three pieces. We'll do the area of one plus the area of the second rectangle, and then subtract off the area of the square that's labeled with that X. Shape 1 is a rectangle. We know the area formula. We're going to substitute in the numbers, and we get 78 square units. Shape 2 is also a rectangle. Area is 9 times 8, or 72 square units. Shape 3 is a square. Gives us a chance to work with another formula. It's side to the second power. So that's 4 squared, or 16. And the area of the whole figure, remember we're going to add 1 and 2 together and subtract off the area of that square. So I get a total area of 134 square units.